Hey y'all, welcome back to the DIY Entrepreneurs Reaction Shows. And today we're going to react to another more recent show of the Shark Tank. So let's jump right in and get to it.
First in the tank is an environmentally minded innovation in laundry care.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Chris.
And I'm also Chris. We're the founders of Sheets Laundry Club from Mooresville, North Carolina, and we're seeking $500,000 for 5% of our company.
Sharks, in my 20 years in the U.S. Army flying helicopters, I was able to get a bird's eye view of the world's plastic crisis. I was shocked by the way other countries were disposing of plastic.
Sharks, the plastic crisis spans across our cities, landfills, and our oceans. And surprisingly, one of the biggest culprits is the laundry industry. And so we decided to take matters into our own hands, and we started Sheets Laundry Club to combat the plastic crisis.
We did that by developing a patented, eco-friendly, dehydrated sheet of laundry detergent. It's lightweight, it's mess-free, it's easy to use, and best of all, it's 100% plastic-free from start to finish.
You very simply take one sheet of detergent and you toss it in with your dirty laundry. At the end of a wash cycle, it leaves your laundry soft, fresh, and clean every time. It's more convenient than liquids and powders. It's more cost-effective to ship, and it is far better for our planet than mainstream alternatives.
Sharks, it's obvious we care about the planet, so
which one of you wants to get hooked on creating a plastic-free tomorrow? So in front of you, you've got a glass bottle.
Yep.
And a detergent sheet. Go ahead and pick up that
Hook
glass
and
bottle.
fishing
Take off the lid.
don't
set that
relate
down.
to
Grab
me
the
with the
detergent sheet and then
sheets.
roll it
Smells
up
really
tight
good.
enough.
thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it does
Roll it
smell
up
good.
tight enough to fit inside that bottle. Now pick up the bottle and go ahead and drop it inside. And notice that the water is cold, and as soon as it hits the cold water, it begins to dissolve. Now,
Check that out.
Once you've done that, go ahead and grab your lid. Now we're gonna shake it for a few seconds. Abracadabra!
Bubbles!
We have turned your detergent
Wow,
sheet
that's
into
great.
bubbles.
What are the contents of the sheet?
The primary ingredients in the laundry sheet that we use for cleaning, it's a sodium lauryl sulfate surfactant. It's derived from coconut oil. It's a natural.
Stuff that they put in shampoo.
It's found in shampoos, and the enzymes in it are plant-based as well. We're also not using a laundry list of synthetic chemicals that are found in mainstream detergents.
Wait. What do you guys do? What's your role? What's your background? It's like you
Barbara
guys
be
standing
getting
there
to
with
it,
a
baby.
helicopter. I find
Yeah,
a big jump. Like,
Yeah, it was
what happened in between? How'd you come up with the idea, and what role do each of you play in the business operations?
Absolutely. So I am the CEO of Sheets Laundry Club. When I was 18, I joined the Army as a military police officer. My first 12 months or so in the Army, I got an opportunity to fly in the back of a Black Hawk. That was a game changer for me. Shortly after my 25th birthday, I graduated flight school, became a Black Hawk pilot, achieved a dream that I wanted to do. In 14 years around the world flying helicopters, but my lungs are really bad. And the lungs got destroyed over in Iraq in 2007 and 2008, and that's kind of where my plastic journey started. It was a war-torn country. They didn't have any type of trash service established, so they were burning it. And everything obviously rises to the skies, and I spent every single day of the week for the most part flying in those skies that had toxins.
Wow.
So about 6 to 12 months after coming back from Iraq, I had a lot of wheezing and coughing issues. I went to a pulmonologist and found out that my lungs were now that of a 70-year-old. I think I was about 33 at the time. So I've been on medication for my lungs. My wife and I, we decided to, rid plastic from our home. I learned a lot about it. I learned that
It's amazing what experience you'll have in life that'll turn you on to your entrepreneur journey. This guy, a war veteran, and he come back and now he has this passion toward ridding the earth of plastics. And now that this brilliant idea or business start that they just had. I like things like that.
9% of plastic worldwide is recycled, and 12% of it's burned, and the other 79% wind up in landfills and oceans.
So in 2018, I met
Good
Chris, and
education.
I was actively searching for my next endeavor because I had 15 years of starting businesses at that point, but none of them really had a big purpose. And so I was at a point in my life, got a family now, like I want to start something that has a purpose.
Okay, guys. So what's in the
You have a
box?
lot
what do
of
we
things
get?
in
So we
here.
have about
You're
46
like, okay,
different
great
SKUs
story.
within our system. It's about 30 different
Tell
products.
me about the
varieties are
numbers.
based
Oh, so
on
it's
the
not
SKUs.
just the sheets, it's all this
We
other
absolutely.
stuff.
The main focus has always been the laundry sheets. We have floor cleaning sheets. We have scent boosters. The mission
All
at
your
Sheets Laundry
product?
Club is to remove plastic from
When
laundry.
were you guys launched?
We officially launched to the public in January of 2020.
Right.
And what were your sales in 2020?
In 2020, we did 2.046 million in total sales.
Wow.
So 2.04
That's
sounds
huge.
pretty impressive. What percentage is your number one item?
The laundry sheets are our number one selling item.
They
Out
are.
of those $2 million, how much did you sell in those sheets?
We sold about 1.2 million. We also signed an
More
exclusivity
than
agreement with
half.
Kimberly-Clark. Kimberly-Clark owned the patent on the dissolvable laundry detergent sheet.
You pay them a royalty?
We do pay a royalty.
Wait a minute. So you have it that you are the only ones that can
Absolutely,
also use
correct.
the patent. Are there limitations on that?
As long as we pay our royalties annually, that patent is exclusive to us.
So guys, the con is, I don't think you own anything, and you've never answered
Interesting.
yet how long your agreement lasts with the large consumer
Through
company.
October of 2024.
20, that's it?
Yes.
Then what happens? You have an option to renew?
It expires.
So
Yeah, I could I could see where there could be concerns. We haven't even heard the numbers yet. I don't think anybody asked about numbers. I would have wrote them down. But so someone originally owned the patent. I think they said Kimberly-Clark, or was it P&G? I'm not sure. But I want to say Kimberly-Clark owned the patent of a dissolvable sheet. And so they had to acquire license from them. So they're paying them money to use this, and this is what their whole business is based on, what it sounds like. Let's hear more. But that's definitely a concern that I would have as an investor, that someone holds really the control to your company. And then to hear that in 2024, which is a few years from now, 2024, all of that can be taken away. So the investors, when you're looking to invest in business, if you don't have a warranty on it, to my understanding, you may not get a return back on that investment until a few years later. And so now knowing that after this 2024, it just expires. They said something about renew, but he just said expires. So let's listen more.
I have three concerns.
Yes.
One, you have a patent that expires. Secondly, you have 46 SKUs. I see that
That's
as a
built-
formula for disaster. It's like having
Yes,
too
that's
many
built
children
on
when
that.
one kid's your good kid, and you have to give everybody attention. So I
Yeah.
object to that. But thirdly, even without the first two, you're not persuasive. I'm sorry. For whatever reason, forgive me for saying this, I don't think either of you sell. You could have the best product, the best production, you could run the best company, make people happy. But if you don't have that aggressiveness, hunger on the front end of your business, it doesn't really go anywhere. So for that reason,
Boy,
sadly,
that's
no.
so true.
No, I
She just
think
called
we're-
both of you the worst salesmen she's ever
Yeah,
seen on
absolutely.
Shark Tank.
Yeah, we're on track to do almost $7 million in sales this year.
He's like,
That's a
but
good
Got
answer.
a net profit
Yeah.
margin
Right.
of 24%.
Okay, so you're going from 2 million to
said,
7
okay,
million
we'll take
in one
that.
calendar year.
that was just a nice little comeback. He said, "I'll take that. We're on par to do 7 million in sales. We may be lousy salesmen right here in front of you, but we dominate. We got 7 million."
That's correct.
Why do you think you hit that? Because Barb says you can't sell.
Yeah, we built it off of aggressive advertising campaigns, and we got user-generated content right off the bat of customers talking about our products, how much they loved it.
So quick videos,
Absolutely.
adding in testimonials. What were you running them? Instagram, Facebook?
Sales and marketing. Sales and marketing.
Yeah, social platforms. So we just recently rolled out some campaigns on Pinterest. We run AdWords. So I'm not a pound the pavement sales guy. I'm a marketing guy.
Yeah.
I'm an e-com
All
guy.
right, guys, look,
Go.
I don't think you have to be embarrassed at all about salesmanship. You're blowing it out of the water on revenue. But I have a deal called Blue Land, which
I'm familiar.
also crystallizes cleaning
Absolutely.
fluids. Frankly, I'm competing with you. I'm going after the same customer. I can't compete with myself, guys. I'm out.
So I like the product, and I think the mission's super important. I'm super worried about our oceans.
I would like to hear the plan for 2024 and 2025. Once the patent ends, or once the license agreement ends with Kimberly-Clark, what's the plan? That's what I would want to know.
Worried about our planet. But you came in $500,000 for 5%. It just doesn't excite me. $500,000 is a lot of money, and I want to be able to wake up and feel like I'm going to reap the benefits of what I sow. This isn't for me. I'm out.
So $500,000. What's the point? What is it that you really need to do? And don't just tell me you need a shark.
We want to expand globally. We want to take this overseas. We want to make a global
Okay, so let's
impact.
stop right there. That's expensive. One of the biggest things I try to teach my entrepreneurs is conserve your cash. You know what? This just doesn't work for me. So for that reason, I'm out.
So you're saying you have traction for 7?
I need MBAs to hit me in comments and help me to understand why people are not asking them about this agreement that ends in 2024. I would like to know the whole plan around that.
What degree of confidence do you have that? Because if it's true, your valuation is surprisingly reasonable.
We've got over 21,000 monthly subscribers, so the recurring revenue for the year is going to be close to $3 million alone.
We're working with the CPG group, and hopefully in April, we'll be in Target.
Look, I historically agree with Barbara's sense about people need to have greed and hunger. But I'm somewhat persuaded that you don't need to, maybe like Barbara and I used to go to the streets and knock on every door, if you know how to do it with your digital savviness.
That's it.
I will give you
Name of the game these days, y'all.
$500,000 for 10% of the company.
Okay, he's asking for 10% more,
I'm extremely grateful
5%
for the
more.
offer, and we came in with our ceiling being at 8%. We would do $500,000 for 8%. Can we meet there?
How about 500,000 for 8% and 2% in advisory shares?
So 500,000 for 10%.
Yeah.
There are so many other things that we haven't even covered yet.
So do you want to do this deal or not?
Can we take just 10 seconds to talk? Yeah. All right.
We're ready.
Decision made. We'll do it.
So they did the deal.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yes.
Right. So they ended up making the deal with the guy, like I forget his name, but so I'm seriously, I need an MBA to help us out. So why were the Sharks not concerned that after 2024, when their leasing agreement expires, that they will be out of business? I didn't understand that. I know that they said as long as they renew every year, it'll be okay. But then they said it expires. That renewal agreement expires in 2024. So we just need some people to help us understand why they wasn't as concerned, because that would have been a red flag for me. So, but I'm watching Shark Tank because I want to learn more about investing in businesses and pitching businesses. So help us out if that's your reason for watching as well, so we can understand what was the big deal, or why were they not concerned about those things. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me and watching this DIY reaction show for the Shark Tank. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you appreciate the content. Thanks.